The shadow in the Red Kingdom. The shadow in the Red Kingdom was silent, but it was always there. For 34 years, the CPM ruled West Bengal, not merely as an elected government, but as a deeply rooted political system. What began as an ideological movement slowly hardened into a structure of control. Party loyalty came to matter more than governance. Institutions were politicized and opposition voices were often suppressed. Over time, the Red Kingdom grew rigid, self confident, and detached from social and economic change. Mamata Banerjee emerged in the early 1990s as a political reaction to this stagnation. She was not just another opposition leader, she became the greatest enemy of the ruling party. Unlike traditional opponents who operated within legislative limits, she challenged the CPM authority directly on the streets. Her confrontational politics disturbed the stability of the Red Kingdom and forced the ruling party into constant defensive mode. The formation of the Trinamool Congress in 1998 marked a decisive break in Bengal's political structure. It transformed Mamata Banerjee from a protest leader into a permanent political threat. For the CPM, she was no longer a marginal critic, but the central force working to dismantle its dominance. At the same time, opposition politics became highly personalized, with Mamata standing at its core. The CPM's most serious decline began with policy failures. In 2006, the Singur land acquisition exposed the gap between left ideology and state practice. Mamata Banerjee positioned herself as the principal adversary of the government, framing the conflict as a struggle between state power and ordinary citizens. While this strategy mobilized mass support, it also reduced complex economic debates to political confrontation. In 2007, Nandigram further weakened the moral authority of the CPM. Violence involving the state and party cadres damaged its pro-people image. Mamata Banerjee emerged as the ruling party's most dangerous opponent, using the crisis to isolate the CPM politically and morally. The Red Kingdom began to view her not just as an opposition but as an existential threat. By 2009, the CPM was collapsing under internal decay, arrogance, and loss of credibility. Mamata Banerjee's rise was accelerated by this failure. She became the focal point of resistance, the one leader capable of converting public anger into electoral defeat. The shadow grew because the ruling party could no longer control either fear or narrative. In 2011, the CPM lost power, ending its historic rule, yet the fall of the Red Kingdom did not fully transform Bengal's political culture. Centralization of power continued, intolerance toward opposition remained, and governance stayed personality-driven. The greatest enemy of the old regime became the new center of authority. The shadow in the Red Kingdom was not pure transformation. It was a resistance born from collapse. It destroyed one dominance but left an unanswered question: was power truly challenged or simply inherited?